The pet food industry is an enormous industry. I believe it's over $40 billion just in North America alone these days. It's a huge industry. And there's lots of players in it, the very large players, the smaller players, the big players buying up the smaller players. And it has clear tiers of good, better, best in terms of the quality of food. How did you guys decide to position yourselves within this very large industry and pick this premium position?
I think it's part of our nature. If we want, we come from a creative, like I said, we come from a creative background, and we like to create things, and we want what we create to be the best. So it's just like not, but it's like
it's a natural decision.
We want to put good things out there, and it doesn't come from like what's the financially best way to do this. I think that we wanted to create a really good product, and it goes from like the ingredients to the packaging. We wanted everything to work together, and so it was an evolving, very much so an evolving process. And our treat line has changed since when we started, but the whole package was important to us, and part of that was the packaging as well. And we've worked with our designer since 2000.
So the way you know you have quality. Again, this is for the audience. You have a very special pet snack business when you have a product called Clam Chowder, crunchy sticks for dogs and cats, made out of
Quahog clam.
Quahog clams from New England.
Yes, yeah. So we work with a company out of New Bedford, and they harvest clams. They work with a bunch of the big guys like General Mills, and we use a darker part of the clam that they don't want to use for clam chowder because they want a pure white clam chowder. So we use the darker. So we basically are taking something that they can't use for clam chowder, and we make, but it has all the protein, it has high chondroitin, all the good health benefits.
Yes.
It just is a darker color.
And with that distinctly New England
Yeah.
heritage. And then we go to Alaskan cod chips. What's an Alaskan cod chip?
Yeah, so we work with a company out in Seattle, and they have boats and they go fishing in Alaska. And so it's a sustainable company. Every part of the cod is used. This is the mince of the cod, and it's basically when they like debone the cod, like there's like this mince that comes out, and so we buy it in frozen blocks. And this actually is made by a partner. We didn't have the capacity to make these treats to actually dry them, so we work with the fishermen, but we have a third party actually dry this one product, and that's the only product. Yeah.
And that's as you grow, you need to work with partners. And I guess my favorite, who would have thought of this? Is what's this product? This says Polkadog haddock, crunchy sticks for dogs and cats, but it looks like fish skins. How did this idea come about?
Yeah, so we originally our first product was a cod skin. I can just grab that. This really changed the game for us. It came about because we went into a local fish processor. I talked to them and I asked them like what kind of items that they had that like we could work with.
That they were throwing away.
That they might throw away, but that might be healthy for dogs. And they process so much cod. So they process, because cod fillets are skinless, so they had all these cod skins. So we started buying cod skins from them, just 100% pure cod skin, and we dry them in our dryers. We'll twist them and then dry them, and then they just become crunchy sticks. So they're actually great for dogs with allergies, and they're high in protein, low in fat. So they have a lot of really good health benefits.